Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, as promised, I wanted to talk about certain things that you should avoid when seeking financial freedom. Number one, this is probably going to be the hardest thing to avoid, but you want to get rid of those who do not serve you. Again, get rid of those who do not serve you. What do I mean by that? There's people who will come into your life and for the sake of a good time, they will also bring destruction. You see, chaos and misery loves company. If you've heard that saying before, it's because it's absolutely true. I'll give you a few examples. Let's say I'm on a diet. I'm done eating sweets and sugars. There's people who will understand that and they'll bring you sweets and sugars when they come and visit. There's other people like today, I'm having a snack. They're telling me it's too late to have a snack. It's 10:20 p.m. as I'm having this snack. They're telling me it's too late. I still have the snack, but I understand what this person is. This person is someone who cares about my well-being because they don't want me to overeat at 10:20 p.m. So although I did myself a disservice, in my head, I have an understanding that this person is truly holding my best interest because I am wise enough to know that certain things you should not be doing. Now, granted, I work out very hard and I'm very disciplined during the week. Monday through Friday, I am a very disciplined man. And so on the weekends, I like to indulge a little bit more. And so I give myself that grace because I understand in order to do the long haul, in order to do the long run, you got to enjoy life just a little bit. And so I flex a little bit just so you can know, like, oh yeah, this guy, he's in good shape. Not only is he in good shape, but he is truly disciplined. And in order to maintain that discipline, you have to give yourself some wiggle room every now and then. Now, I didn't explain all of this, but I was grateful to that person who said, put down the sweets. They may have been upset that I indulged in said sweets, but when they see me time and time again, they'll notice he's not getting big, he's not getting fat, he's staying in shape, and it's because of that discipline. Now, number two, there are people who only invite, again, chaos to your life. These are the people who want to do multiple different types of drugs. Every time you see them, they cannot function without it. And you can, and you maybe should, I'm not going to tell any grown man or woman what to do. But if you care for these people, if they've already been formed in your life in any way, you should try and help said individual. Not necessarily by draining your mental and draining your heart and physical, but by maybe providing information. Hey, here's the service, call it if you so like and so choose. I didn't say nag them. I didn't say continuously pester them in order to stop doing said thing, this and that. No, I said simply provide a resource. Maybe leave a note, a post-it on a door, that's it. And let bygones be bygones. Let them know, hey, I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. But I will not indulge in such. You know, sometimes in life, when you're trying to go somewhere, and we're still on the people topic, so I didn't think we would be on the people topic, but it is an important topic. When you're trying to go somewhere, you can't always take people with you. Now, I realized that there are certain people who just do not, again, they do not have the mental capacity in order to go on said journey. Some people value work. Some people value business. Some people value investment. Those are 3 different types of people. And some people simply value freedom. All 3 of those people may all value freedom. And all 3 of those people may not value freedom. There are also people who just simply want to work. There is also people who simply just want the business. There is also people who simply love to invest. And there's also people who, regardless of what you may like to do, they only seek freedom. You see, a working bee will never understand the business class. An investor will never understand the working bee. Maybe the business class and the investor can see to some degree, but an investor may not understand what it is to be a businessman or woman. Whereas a businessman or woman can understand the investment aspects. They may all seek freedom, like I said before, or they may not. But you cannot think for a second that you're going to shift the mindsets of those who are ill-prepared and not ready for it. You see, I've learned that some people want words, especially females, let's keep it 100. They want words wrapped in bows and presents for them. In order to gain understanding, people must first be willing to listen, not just hear you, but listen to you. Right? And within that process, the possibility of understanding can be broached. There are some people who are not willing to listen. There are some people who are not willing to gain understanding. There are some people who believe that they have already accessed all the truths that there are to the world and yet have no substance. Allow that to be discarded from your life. Be willing to walk away and step into the person that you yourself want to be. You know who you want to be. You know what you want to become. And a lot of the time, it takes less than 5 years for you to reach the promise of what it is that you want to be for yourself. But people are so ill-ready, ill-prepared, and wavering in their own ambition. So here's number 3. Number 3 is stop wasting time. I know so many people who have wasted time, who have wasted life, because they thought that they can do it quicker. They thought that they can do it easier. They thought that they can take a shortcut. Let me win the lottery here. Let me gamble on this investment here. Let me do this high risk play here. Let me make 10 cents into $10 here. Meanwhile, if you had followed the playbook initially, you would have already been where you wanted to be this entire time. You would have already been where you wanted to be this entire time. But because you decided to not follow said playbook, you're still walloping within the fields, looking for a semblance of reality in which you're not struggling. I call that sheep following sheep. There's number 4. So many destructive things out there preventing you from reaching your goals. Human beings can be perceptive, but the word gullible exists for a reason. And it's not just being gullible, but not being able to identify things that are sucking you dry financially. As a human being, you see more than 3,000 ads a day. From the label right here to the wording engraved in my reloj, which is my watch, from the wording on this remote, from the tag in the back of your shirt, from the wording on this thing here, from the tag on this pillow, to as soon as you step outside and you see a city sign on your trash can or a car that is a different brand, before you even get to the street light, you've been hit with over 20 different advertisements in your own home. How would you not spend money? Before you spend money on things that do not serve you for the sake of fun and entertainment, do not forget to invest in yourself. Create an emergency fund so that you are not drawing from your investments. This has been the biggest downfall of most people. Everybody wants to invest. Everybody wants to get rich, but you have saved nothing. The moment you decide to invest is money in your actual checking account that you are now wanting to invest. How did that work out for you last time? And the time before, and the time before, and the time before? It didn't, right? It did not work. You know why? It's because you have no savings. Every emergency is a big emergency. That requires you to have more credit card debt. That requires you to pull out all of your investments. And that requires you to be broke forever. Because when you have no savings, you have nothing. Those investments are your savings. And so you are perpetually broke because you are spending money that you should have been investing and investing money that you should have been saving. Notice that you have nothing to show for it in 2026. Are you ready to begin anew and stop living the same life that you've been living? Well, it's up for you to start making changes. Stop waiting on bonuses. Stop waiting on tax season. Stop waiting on God to come and save you. Save yourself. They say the Lord helps those who help themselves. You have not been helping yourself. You have not. It is time for a change. And so when you talk about millionaires, when you talk about getting to the money, when you talk about how did this kid at 25 years old already have $1 million in net worth, it's because I understood these principles. I understood I'm not going to take advices from people I don't want to be like. I don't want to hear what you have to say if you are not where I want to be. I'm going to go on YouTube to find people who are where I want to be in life because there's no one in my circle that I would actually like their life. It's not a diss on friends and family. It's simply I don't want to be like you. I want to be more like a Elon, more like a Warren Buffett, more like somebody who has multiple millions, still eager to get out there and transform the world, but also has so much money that they don't gotta give a fuck. Do I look like the person that wants to give a fuck? The answer is absolutely not. And so financial freedom, the ability to do what you want to do, say what you want to say, live how you want to live, and not just be a dick or a douchebag, but honestly just enjoy. Truly enjoy. Without stress, without regret, without the need to have to work in the morning. It's a different type of life. It's an amazing life. And if you want to be a part of something like that, you have to put in the work correctly. Follow the right steps, the right guidelines, and perfect it. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know I post on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify for podcasters. And I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.